Authority meteorologist Ron Rhodes.
All right, it is time for a life hack.
Let's make it a good one.
On this
we need a
first
good
day
one.
of summer. We do need a good one. Today's the summer solstice. Going to the beach this summer, yeah, maybe.
I wish.
You don't think?
Others are.
Others,
yes.
A lot of people will. Be aware that drowning doesn't look like it does in the movies. People don't splash around or wave their arms and will very rarely be able to yell for help. All right, well, good to know that.
Well, that's just a fact. It's not a hack. Like, here's the, here's the tip.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
did you get your Marcos? That was a bummer. That's not even a hack.
Yeah, it really
it's advice.
Is. I just thought I'd bring people down a little bit on this. You might have been just a little bit too
If
perky
you're going
today.
to the beach, get good sunscreen. Now, there's a life
There
hack
you go.
for
Hey,
know.
stay on the beach. You know, that way you won't drown.
Right, stay on the beach, you won't drown. There you go.
Build a sandcastle.
That's just silly.
Yeah, it really kind of is. All right, let's take a look outside. We got a look at the Maldonado's roofing and siding camera. Of course, that is right there, the Ellis Park track, which is going to be open here in a couple of weeks. I mean, it's right around the 4th of July is when they always open up the track. Although it was a little earlier last year, if you remember, we took a lot of the races from Churchill Downs in the month of June just because they shut down Churchill a little early for issues. Anyway, so we take a look at what's going on now from our live look from Deaconess Gateway, our Diamond Valley Federal Credit Union camera there. Yeah, the traffic movement, the wind is not. I mean, that flag is still just hanging on by that pole. I mean, we're talking about a 5 mile an hour and less wind is what we're going to have really throughout the day today. So the wind is not a big factor. Of course, we've got the air quality alert. A little bit of traffic out there on University Boulevard, Lloyd Expressway as well. And of course, that's on the west side of town at USI. Our Austin Holmes camera there at the library, and then downtown on top of Fifth Third Bank. A partly cloudy sky, and that's what we can expect really over the next few days. A mix of sun and clouds. 86 degrees. Dew points down, though, from where it was mid-morning. Now, early this morning, it was at 66, right around daybreak. Rose up to low 70s. Now it's back down into the mid and upper 60s. Now, I will say this, though. I mean, it looks like for the most part, for the rest of the day today and for the rest of the week, it's going to be in the upper 60s, which is still humid, but it's not very humid. So, but at times, it could bounce up there into the low 70s. Wind, of course, not a factor. Let's see, how low can we go temperature-wise? 84 degrees Lagodi, 85 Jasper, 86 in Tell City, 87 in Fordsville, 88 in Carmi, and no 89s on the board yet and no 90s on the board yet, but we'll all be in the 90s, it looks like, before the day is done. Dew point wise, nice to see a sea of green back in play as opposed to yellow. Yellow indicating the 70-degree dew points. We've got mainly in the mid to upper 60s, so that's more tolerable. On the comfort meter, we were seeing the dew point at 66. We are in the humid range is where we are, not the very humid range, so it's good to see. All right, for a second straight day, we've got a good-looking sunset in New Harmony, and this time a different person got the sunset. It's Jim Kimmel, and you can see the sun about to drop below the tree line right there. Love the gold aloft, the yellow, and then you got the deep burnt orange down along the tree line. Very cool shot from New Harmony. Yes, I'm expecting Jacob Wiley, our own Jacob Wiley, New Harmony resident, and one of the last New Harmony school students. I believe you're in the last class, 5th grade class, right? It's your job today to get today's New Harmony sunsets. Just be looking around sunset time. By the way, you have to stay up a little late for that. It's coming up, you know. The sun is setting at 8:16, so can you stay up that late? Anyway, I think he does, unfortunately. He probably should go to bed earlier. Anyway, we can see the rain on the other side of Chicago, but an easy travel day across the region. Really not much to speak of as far as any wind, obviously, unfortunately, but we are going to be seeing a dry run from here to Indianapolis, here down to Atlanta, too. Now, they are seeing some rain in Texas, of course, courtesy of Alberto, which is no longer a tropical storm. It's been downgraded to a tropical depression. That happens a lot. The center of the storm has moved over land, and it generally weakens when it moves over land. You can see it's still a prolific rainmaker and a pretty good wind maker, too. Max sustained winds there or right around 30 miles an hour, but that's below a tropical storm threshold now. Anyway, mix of sunny clouds this afternoon, but you can see plenty of steamy sunshine in store for us. Future tracker cranks out a couple of showers. Wouldn't be shocked if we had a stray shower pop up over the next couple of days, but not expecting it. I mean, the chance for rain about 5% or less. So yeah, high pressure, dry descending air is not going to help us out there. 94 degrees for a high today, so plenty hot out there, no doubt about it, and plenty humid too, with a feels like temperature right around 100. Not much of a breeze out there blowing south-southeast at 5 and less. Emphasis on the less. A 3-degree guarantee called for a high yesterday of 92, got up to 91. That works for Linda K. Sloat of Evansville. Congratulations, Linda K. You've got yourself an umbrella courtesy of Ackerman Chiropractic. Come on by the station and pick it up. See Megan up front now. Megan is sitting in for Pam this week. Pam's on holiday, but she will be back next week, Pam will, in her familiar chair to pass out the umbrellas. Anyway, 94 today, 95 tomorrow, 96 Saturday. We are climbing the ladder over the next 3 days. Not expecting rain until Sunday, and that'll be later in the afternoon and evening. We have a cool front moving in. It's going to drop the humidity down into the low 60s for dew point. So yeah, that'll be noticeable. But yeah, the heat is still on though. I mean, it's not going to really cool us off much. We'll still be in the 90s for highs on Monday, and then back into the mid 90s on Tuesday and Wednesday. I mean, almost as soon as a cool front moves through, we got a warm front that's going to kick back in from the west. So
I hope this is not a harbinger of July.
Yeah, no. Sometimes we see our hottest weather in June. Let's
oh, look at that.
Beautiful sunset. This is in Ohio County, not far from where you were last night.
Yeah.
This is the sunset. Eccles, Kentucky is where this is. Jeremy Doherty got that. And over a few minutes' time, it turned into this. How about that?
Oh, wow. The reflection on the water.
Yeah, reflecting is wonderful. Jeremy, thank you so much for sending those pictures my way.
All right. Our gal Susanna's back. I see tomatoes over there.
Always.
We're going to eat good, clean, healthy.